Yo, what it do? Shoot, I'm not even gonna be on here making this video for long, man. But this whole thing, man, I just want to talk about how I just don't get it, man. You say America's the greatest country in the world, but you could post a video or something from a film and get suspended without pay from your job. And on top of that, they want you to meet with rabbis and all this other stuff, man. And like no other religious group, nothing. Like nobody else has to do that for offending anybody else. So I'm gonna say Paula Deen, Michael Richards, that's Kramer from Seinfeld, Mel Gibson, Joe Rogan. None of them four people I just named had to meet with an imam from Islam or a Christian pastor from a Baptist church. None of that. For saying a hard R. None of it. They didn't have to do none of that stuff. Even
in a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Coliseum Drive.
I don't even think people have to go to meet with a Catholic priest or the Pope or nothing for offending Catholic people. I don't think you even get canceled for offending.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Coliseum Drive.
Offending. I'm gonna say that there's no.
Continue on Coliseum Drive for half a mile.
For all of these claims and anti-Semitism for what Nick Cannon, whatever Nick Cannon said, and all these other people, and nobody, I'm not seeing the rise in attacks or anything. It's not like when
in a quarter mile, use the right lane to take the ramp to I-16 West.
It's not like when Donald Trump refers to the COVID as a China virus, which like it's the country it came from, but I don't. It's probably partly the Chinese government's fault, but I wouldn't blame like the citizens, you know.
Use the right lane to take the ramp to I-16 West.
That's a pretty messed up government over there, man. These are the people who like the way they treat.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
Oh my gosh. The way they treat Muslims over there, or the way the Communist Party treats Muslims, they have them in like these internment camps, and they try to like unlearn Islam from them in a way. That the plastic rice comes from China, like eggs, like that. They have like all these fake foods and stuff to like. And you would think like their population. It's probably population control because their lifespans are longer on average than Americans. And maybe I'm not sure about other countries, but on to America, talking about these all these banned ingredients and substances that are in our food that are banned in other countries. All the stuff that causes just about every health problem you can name. From Red 40 causing inability to focus, problems focusing, hyperactivity, ADHD, ADD, the blue 2, blue 1, yellow 4, yellow 5.
In a quarter mile, use
6.
the left lane to take the exit toward I-75 South.
Oh my gosh, I'm so fucking tired of this thing cutting me off. I-75 South.
Use the left lane to take the exit toward I-75 South.
And then, damn, I forgot. Oh yeah, all the band stuff, caramel coloring, all the stuff that's banned in Europe. You know, it's like they're trying to kill us. You know, and you can't get people to stop eating it because they're so addicted to it and stuff. Really, none of us should have fast food. It's just wonder why people gain so much
In
weight
2
so
miles,
fast.
take exit 163 for Georgia 74 West, Mercer University Drive.
Goddamn phone dying. But food and stuff, that's on to a different topic. China and the owner of the Brooklyn Nets owns Alibaba as well, who's funding the thing I said earlier that China's doing to Muslims. But he's supposed to stand. So hey man, I'm not even gonna get into that. People they treat so many other groups like trash, but don't talk about a certain group of people. Your ass gonna be canceled. You gonna have to not only apologize and donate to some organization of theirs, but you're also gonna have to meet with a rabbi. Like that shit don't happen to Christians. You don't have to meet with a pastor. Not Muslims, not Buddhists, not Hindu. You don't have to meet with a leader from their. You don't have to meet with any imam. It's just crazy, man. People say the thing he posted was Nazi propaganda. Like they always want to say stuff is Nazi that they disagree with and
In a quarter mile, take exit 163 for Georgia 74 West, Mercer University Drive.
I guess gotta be Nazi. Pretty racist that the people I'm talking about, only the white ones.
Take exit 163.
Only the white ones decide what's anti-Semitic. You never hear from the Ethiopian Jews. You never hear from like any other group.
In a quarter mile, keep right at the fork. Follow signs for Mercer University 5-star Stadium.
Tell me I'm wrong. Show me an Ethiopian Jew that's mad at what.
Keep right at the fork.
Show me an Ethiopian Jew that's mad at anything that Louis Farrakhan has said. Show me an Ethiopian Jew that said anything about what Kyrie Irving posted.
Continue on Georgia 74 for 4 miles.
Oh my God, this damn seatbelt. You probably won't be able to. But I'll wait though. And I know you can't really see me very much. I'm sorry, this seatbelt thing is going off. I set a cell phone on the seat, it's going off. And I buckle it, and it still does that. I probably need to I know I need an oil change pretty soon. But I probably need to get this thing taken care of too. And fixed up. The sensor. It's all out of whack. In a couple months, it'll probably be going off for me sitting in the driver's seat. Which I always wear my seatbelt. Damn near. Ooh, please go. Oh, it just bothers me. But yeah, I just want to say that it's just this crazy cancel culture. You say something, some people don't even apologize. And it's always like that underlying shit, like freaking, like black people can't be excellent. They always gotta accuse, like the chick that accused FloJo of taking steroids, even though she's never tested positive for steroids. I can't remember the blonde chick's name. The hater. The nobody wanting to use a little bit of clout. I mean, people lose their job for some stuff, like the chick that looked like a gorilla, but she wanted to call Michelle Obama a gorilla. I can't remember. don't even know the chick's name, and she was like super ugly. She looked like Skip from a regular show, like literally. Now, how you gonna call somebody gorilla but you look like one, you know? In bacon, I think I am anyway. It's gonna be nice to be coming up here and stuff. Smoke shop. I wonder where they got Cali Smoke Shop. They look closed. But anyway, I just want to get that kind of off my chest, off my heart, you know. People saying, "Oh man, this is not in history, the Nazi prophet." Well, motherfucker, you gonna have to prove that. Proof, man. Because there's all kinds of Jews. There's Israeli. There's some in actually like Iraq, like all over the world. But it's only. I'm just pointing to my palm. I think that's a gay signal. If I had a T-shirt on, I would. They decide what's anti-Semitic, even though Semitic refers to people who speak the Semitic languages like Phoenician, Hebrew, Arabic. So that would include Kuwaitis, Iraqis, Saudi, maybe Oman and Yemenis. I'm not too sure about what language they actually speak. Sudani, the Lebanese, I know they speak Arabic. I was with some of them in Kuwait, some of the two of the translators, and then there's another translator that was Saudi. People of those ethnicities. So it's such a broad term, but you never hear it when people call Iraqis Hajis or anything like that, or when they call them terrorists or stereotype them when they try to board airplanes and stuff like that. You don't hear anti-Semitism when it comes to that, but it is. Oh yeah, Northern Africans, such as Ethiopians, etc. Egyptians would be too, because the Arab nation, Arabic speaking nation as well. But it's only referred to as people who probably don't even speak Hebrew. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit harsh, but you could say that Bill Gates spends all this money, his organization spends all this money making sure that developing nations that have are suffering from malnutrition as well, have vaccines, but not an apple, not a slice of a cucumber, not a grain of quinoa, because rice is actually not, like white and brown rice is actually not really, it's not actually healthy. And it's sugar basically. It's unsweetened sugar. Your white and brown rice is unsweetened sugar. That's the way the body processes it. You might as well get you some chicken and sugar. Beans and sugar. Black rice and kamut, quinoa, and wild rice are better options. That's a little bonus. But none of that. But you got vaccines for them. And then you got Miller's Review which is a book with a CDC, a guy that used to work for the CDC vaccine department, who they wouldn't let him conduct his independent studies, but he actually did. It is 400 reviews. He did 400 studies conducted after leaving the CDC. 400. And I have the book. I have the, but nobody talks about it. Because people are they're so bullied and they're so intimidated by a system.
In a quarter mile, use the left lane to continue on Georgia 74 West.
They're so intimidated by a system that's telling you, hey, we have your best interest at heart. We have, if you don't do these things, you'll die.
Use the left lane to continue on Georgia 74 West, then continue straight to stay on Georgia 74 West.
It's been done that way for so long.
Continue straight to stay on Georgia 74 West.
Autonomously go with it. Go with the flow.
Continue on Georgia 74 West for 4 miles.
We never can. And if you question it, you're going to get people going to bully you, and they're going to gang up on you in an argument, and they're not going to want to hear what you have to say. They say, oh, what if you get the flu? What if you get pneumonia? Oh, smallpox. Blah, 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 this, that. And just find a way to kind of brush off, or find a way to like I don't even want to say ostracize, but they always find some type of way, some kind of way to belittle what you say. And then you got the people that's like, with the whole COVID jab, you got people that's like, oh, well, at least you'll be protected from this, that, blah, yada. Or, oh, you can save old people. You won't be have to worry about getting old people sick or whatever. And like, man, like if it really works that well, let them get it. Let the at-risk people get it. I shouldn't have to have something and you have it to protect you. You should just, like, if it works as well as people say it works. But I just know that nobody developed myocarditis or blood clots from not getting the vaccine. Like, we don't know the long-term effects. We don't know and like when I used to be in the Air Force, and I was in the Air Force Reserve when the whole mandate happened. I was like, me and another person, there was other people who didn't want it, but me and only one other person who had just joined the reserves at the time filled out our religious accommodation. And then like another person that got there maybe a couple months after me. And I was like, man, I did the thing. Records, and they're gonna see you got all the other ones, and blah. I'm like, I don't care. Well, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Like, it's really not the same at all. Like, there's more research, way more research on the other ones, and you got something that was just made. People say, oh, it was research for 15 years, like maybe for whatever the messenger RNA thing is they're telling you is in it. But if it was, I mean, it was made in like 2. But let's say this message, and they said like the messenger RNA system or technique or whatever you want to call it has been around for a while. But the vaccine that they found that they could use it on was like a year. It was like COVID-19. I don't know if they started making it in 2019 or 2020, but it was ready by 2021. It didn't start in 2012, didn't start in 2015. Started 2019, 2020. It was ready in 2021. What's his name took it, what's baseball. Hank Aaron died a couple weeks after his second dose. And people just say, "Oh, it's because he was old." Like 86, there's people who don't die at 86 just because they're old. He had arthritis and a partial hip replacement. I don't think. It still sounds like some BS for saying like he was just old. That's why he died. Man, I just don't know, man. And it was said that DMX took the jab, but I don't know if that's true or not. But his family was saying he was clean, so the whole drug overdose thing is super fishy.
In half a mile at the traffic circle, take the second exit and stay on Georgia 74 West.
And it sounds like a cover-up. And it's kind of, and if it's false, I don't think the family would lie about that. If the drug overdose accusation is completely false, then that's really screwed up. Whoever put that out. But freaking, so many people we just lost. Freaking, that were said that had taken that thing.
Exit the traffic circle onto Georgia 74 West. Continue on Georgia 74 West for 20 miles.
Die in a car accident after contracting COVID. They gonna call it a COVID death. Hit your head on something and die. They gonna call it a COVID death. Take the jab, die a week later. Anything other than immediately, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, we don't know that. We don't have to prove. It doesn't prove anything." So like, we tell people to get vaccinated and stuff, and people are like, "I didn't know how I survived it. I got the vaccine. I still got COVID, so which doesn't protect you from getting COVID." And people say, "Oh, you don't know how to." Well, the messenger RNA is not the same as it's like the flu shot. Like it's a part of the virus that exposes your body to it. But messenger RNA is supposed to, this synthetic RNA is supposed to act as antibodies. I mean, but like, how effective is that if people are getting myocarditis and blood clots and all this other stuff happening? Freaking autoimmune diseases. Like, people might say, "Oh, it's a small percent." Like, what's the number though? Because people always use percents. Oh, it's a small percent of people who did this and that. Oh, what's the number? That's what we need to get. And if it's like 75,000, that's still crazy for something that people were mandated to take. Like, you have to take this, or you lose your job. All those brave people they were calling heroes. All the doctors, nurses, freaking EMTs, etc. All those people that were probably had COVID plenty of times. Yeah. At this point, I really don't even wear my mask if you're telling the truth. Like, man, nobody want to breathe in their own air. Like, you feel like you're yawning on yourself and stuff. And people still get COVID with masks on. Don't work, jab. Best thing you can do, get you plenty of sunlight, drink plenty of water, let that junk food go. That's the main damn problem, man. Y'all thinking, "Oh, I might as well get it. I eat junk food." all meat has uric acid in it, so and gout comes from uric acid. That's why gout's the king's disease, because they were the richer or the kings and royalty and stuff eat more like meat, like chicken and stuff, and beef and all that. So it's not just steak and or red meat and pork. But anywho, that's why I take zinc supplements. Because your body doesn't store zinc, so you have to take it every day to keep getting its effects. And also, brothers, it's good for testosterone, thyroid function, and then make sure you get some liposomal glutathione too, especially if you've been taking a lot of like Tylenol and stuff. Acetaminophen freaking empties your glutathione. It starves your body glutathione, and it is bad on your liver. So make sure y'all get some glutathione. Try to take Boswellia instead of Tylenol and ibuprofen and stuff. Boswellia is an anti-inflammatory. I have the capsules, but it's an herb. Damn, I'm going way off topic though, man. But I'll probably upload this in like a little bit. Fuck it, I'm circling back around. People are so mad at Kyrie Irving, and like people are so pressured, they're so scared of getting canceled and stuff, and the freaking LeBron James and stuff speaking out against them and stuff. Shaq and Charles Barkley, like these are the same two guys that defended the police that murdered Breonna Taylor, so we're not surprised at them acting the way they act. Come on, I ain't never stood up for nothing but y'all jobs. Kendrick Perkins, I don't remember what he said, but whatever. Him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I don't like that guy, man. He sell out too, you ask me. Nobody should be able to play if they don't have the vaccine. Get your shucking, jiving, cooning ass out of here, man. He's like the old man from the old black man thing that Chris Rock was talking about. Other than the crack ass cracking part. Always the old black man always kisses the white man's ass. But it's just all this stuff you gotta go through, and like I understand like the Holocaust was a bad time for a certain group of people. But it was a bad time for other groups too. Other groups that were involved, you know. Nobody is as protective of the Polish that the Soviets let Germany invade, or the other groups that were in the in the Holocaust, other groups that were victims, or groups of people other places that are still being exploited, have like the most talent in their respective industries, like music, sports, like just name it. And it's always, and it's own the people who own the labels, the Warner Bros. People over them, and Universal, etc. They fund music that in hip hop makes people see black people in a negative light. It's like mostly like it's always like drill, like shoot him, kill a nigga, this, that, twerk, this, that, Molly, this, that, etc. Selling dope. Everything gotta be selling dope and killing. And it's always black people rapping about doing it to other black people. Killing. I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't rap about as much as I'm gonna say I don't condone killing people. I'm gonna say I don't condone murder or poisoning the community with dope that came from the Reagan administration. Thank you. I'm gonna say I don't condone dope dealing and all that. But if people see hip hop in a negative light, they say rap sucks, it's the devil's music, blah blah blah. But man, there's a song about that damn everything. And but the more negative stuff gets more attention, and it's funded by those higher ups. That if you say their name, you'll be canceled or you'll lose everything. They'll try to silence you. They'll try to kill you when you get your masters back, your publishing and all that. Everything is a conspiracy theory. And they'll say you died from an overdose or something. And these people, these other black people, and jumping and speaking out. Say fellow brother. Sick. He's like the damn I remember the Bulls player, but he spoke out, stood up for I really don't remember I don't remember the cause, but Jordan, nobody else had his back. These dudes care more about their job than they do what's right. Like Kaepernick still ain't played another down in the league. Man, we should have been started our own league. It's just so crazy that you can offend somebody and they and you gotta apologize, pay money, lose money, and be out, and you gotta meet up with some leader, and you gotta denounce. Man, it's like Nick Cannon, man. Like, when is people gonna like stand on the shit that they say or they represent or whatever, you know? People freaking ball up and stuff. People just get blackballed and shit. Man, it's straight ridiculous. So scared of being canceled and fired and dropped. I mean, I just want to know when the guy who played Kramer had to meet with a pastor or an imam or anything. I'll wait though. I'll wait till y'all tell me. us being